on here already. We have some more people that'll be jumping in, and we got like 4 or 5 people watching on YouTube at the moment. Factard, you have a link on Discord if you want to use it. I sent the link to Blue Marble. He usually pops in and out of here, so we'll see who.
Hold on. Wait. Oh, stop.
I sent the link to Blue Marble. He usually pops in and out of here, so we'll see who.
Damn it. Sorry.
Oh, I did it too, so I forgot to mute my live feed. But yeah, sorry about that for the people that are watching. So there's links out for whoever wants to join. It's been an interesting day in the land of Flatardia.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pete's conversation about my experiment was different than what I expected, and then we went down the whole perspective thing and lost him.
Yeah. Yeah, he got mad at the end. He's like, fuck, they're going to keep talking about shit I don't like. I'm leaving.
Right. I'm working on getting the height dimensions for the Bismarck and the hood so I can figure out their true angular size at those distances.
Cool.
I'd like to see them try and tell me how something that big can be hidden from the bottom up at those distances.
Yeah, they just don't understand. There's 2 ways something can be hidden, and they just can't comprehend.
It's like
they can't fathom, man. They can't fathom.
It's like a Barney. When Q went off air, it was me, Barney, Chris Berry, and Stingray. And Barney was they were going over perspective with Chris. That was interesting.
I thought what was funny is Channel Q. Q kept yelled at me for yelled at me and talked about like getting talked over. I'm like, have you seen me getting talked over every time I go on there? I lost it today. I was pissed off. I mean, like, I watched the first part of the show and everybody talking back and forth, and then I come on and it's like, so can I ask a question? And everybody just fucking immediately jumps in, talks over me, fucking yells at me, and I'm like, can I get up? And I was trying to ask Matrix a question, and everybody fucking piling on. I'm like, can I get a fucking minute?
We streamed so long last night, I straight slept through Jose's entire show today.
Oh, but I mean, I fucking blew up. I was like, can I get a fucking minute? And I just was loud. And they gave me a fucking minute. And then I muted myself and fucking waited my turn.
I mean, that's the thing that I liked about what Jose did last night, where we had the little Flurf one-on-ones versus the big, huge panels. That worked out really a lot better than I thought it would, especially for just kind of coming up with it on the spot.
Yep. Oh shit. There may be a little echo here. Hold on. Let me. I just accidentally clicked on OBS. And it's going to start going. Ching! Shoot. I meant to click on something else.
Factard, the link is in your private message box on Discord.
But they're supposed to be like templates. I've played around with them a little bit. Let me mute everything. There we go. That shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, themes.
Yeah, they're themes. I was playing around with them until, like I said, OBS decided to act stupid. Let me make sure I sent Factard a link right quick. Yeah. I'll send him another one.
Okay. Scene themes. Oh, wow. So
yeah, they got some cool shit.
So just the background, and then you got
I don't use Streamlabs. I use just regular OBS, and when I use the themes on it, so it'll give you the windows you can put people in. Like the non-sex show has the 4 windows.
Yeah,
and you can take your input sources or like your Hangout, and I can draw a box on what I want to use. And then I can size it to each one of those screens.
Right on.
which works amazing until OBS does, retarded shit like crash.
Oh, I want to try this. You must select at least.
Oh, dude, they're funny.
Well, where's the widget? How do I select the widget? Widget. Who's got the widget?
Did you lose your widget?
It says I got to select. Oh,
What's up,
here
Blue?
you go. Select all widgets. I want all of them. You see what I put in my OBS and my thing? I don't want the world. I just want your half. I love that phrase.
Give me a second, Fat Card. The link's working for everybody else because I know Blue just uses same thing. So I'll resend it here in 1 second.
That's a They Might Be Giants part from their song. So the other day, as I was driving, I saw this painted on a bridge. It says, I don't want the world. I just want your half. I just fucking awesome. That's an awesome phrase. Okay.
Let me jump over to I'll be here in the background. I'm going to mute myself while I get these links sent back out because my keyboard can get retardedly loud.
Okay.
We'll be here.
So you and Blue have a discussion. You guys don't talk very often.
Shit, no.
Yeah, we don't.
What's happening, Sean?
Not much. How are you doing?
Hanging.
I'm trying to figure out how to install a theme. I have no idea. It's somewhere on my computer. I don't know. I'll have to mess with it later.
No. I listened to Anthony Liley this afternoon.
Did you? I didn't tune in. I mean, I watched a little bit, and there was a whole bunch of people there, and something else came on. I got alerted to something. So
yeah, she had plenty of people in that chat, and, or in the on the panel.
yeah,
So I decided I'd just stay out of it. Riley will just get triggered if he talks to me.
Yeah.
But I wonder how long that crazy motherfucker is going to keep on with that 150 millionth of the weight of the object bullshit.
What was this?
He keeps trotting this one deal out. You know, when Cavendish did his experiment, the force of attraction between the balls was 150 millionth of the weight or the mass of the weight of the small ball. Okay. Riley tries to represent that as, well, gravity is only 150 millionth of your weight.
What?
Yeah, and he does this all the time, the stupid motherfucker. God damn, that just I get triggered when he does that.
That's unbelievable.
Well, it's just absolutely goddamn dishonest. I mean,
yeah,
totally dishonest.
Well, it's like saying I got 11 fingers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 6 and 5 is 11.
Holy shit!
It's being dishonest.
Yeah, that's what he will consistently try to do that, just like he tried to do with my accelerometer experiment with my telephone, trying to say, you're only measuring a 50 millionth of that is the acceleration of gravity. The rest of it's the weight of your phone. Yeah, right. Like my goddamn accelerometers can measure the weight to begin with, but that's beside the point. He does that all the time. He was talking today about somebody's body weight. You know, only a 50 millionth of it would be gravity.
Yeah.
Stupid that son of a bitch.
I jumped on the panel to apologize for Q for the religious argument that I was having in the side chat.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice.
Gamer Tamer on her channel was intentionally pushing my buttons.
Oh.
doing the professional trolling thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's you going to do that demonstration we talked about last night after I went off air, Blue?
Yeah, I am. You betcha. I'm gonna work on that tomorrow. Probably get the video out tomorrow night.
Yeah, I said it was a fairly simple one. I was going to say, if you're not, I'll have it done in the morning.
I'm gonna stick it on. I'm gonna stick it in there. I just time to.
That was one of those. When you said that, I'm like, why the fuck didn't I think of that?
Well, you did right after I told you.
Yeah. It was a good conversation last night. We had fun. We made fun of Jimmy for a couple hours.
Oh, poor Jimmy. Sean just wears him out. Sean G, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Did you see what we had him believing on Sean G's first hangout today?
No.
That Jimmy got drunk and passed out last night on the channel is why he got quiet. So when he made that announcement, we told him that he agreed to do a full 12 months of Jimmy calendar.
Oh, that poor bastard. He'll believe it too.
Yeah. Yeah, he will.
I like that guy.
Jimmy's awesome. He helps out a lot. He does a lot of my Jimmy's the one that usually does a lot of dropping links for me on Discord and other places, and
he just loves doing that.
Oh yeah, he has a blast doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a lot of social interaction since he got hurt at work, so he's a cool kid.
Yeah, he is. Very cool. He was going to do the Eratosthenes experiment with and well, so were you, Sean.
Yeah, I just didn't have the weather for it.
What? Yeah, we had two crappy weather situations, one in Florida and one out where Sean is.
Well, the lovely thing is the weather's finally supposed to cooperate with me this week. The storm that was supposed to hit today skated north of the airport, just skated north of me, and the next 3 days are supposed to be like 90, sunny, and clear. So, woohoo! Shit will dry out, so I can get my test flights done on Wednesday, and then probably Friday we'll get all the equipment set up at the airport and do the demonstration. Finally.
Yeah, you're in Champaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing the demonstration in Macon County, which is right down the road.
Shit dries out up there pretty well, I think, doesn't it?
Everywhere but the airport, because it's low-laying ground surrounded by farmland, so it'll take a minute for it to dry out. But I figure I talked to the owner of the property that the airport's on today. He said it was starting to dry out, and the puddles evaporated considerably, so it should be dry tonight as far as standing water, and then I'll give it tomorrow to dry completely out, and then be out there Wednesday.
We'll be.
Oh yeah. I'm itching to get the damn thing in the air just because I like flying the aerobatics planes, but getting all the cameras set up and dialed in. I'll be recording the test flights and I'll probably upload them before I go live, but I'm not going to live stream the test flights.
No, that's asking too much. You don't need the distractions.
No, because we're going to be tuning in the aircraft. I'm going to be dialing in the accelerometers and making sure that we can consistently repeat the parabolic dive. I'm working on I was playing around in a simulator, real flight, which will give me telemetry from the aircraft and speed in a simulation. And if I enter my dive from a stalled state at damn near 0 mile an hour, it gives me a longer window of acceleration. So I want to try that and see what happens.
I would think that's exactly what it would do.
Yeah, because it's an acceleration rate for gravity. So the slower I can initiate my dive, the longer of a window I'll have before the ground starts accelerating at me quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. If you're at a reasonable speed, climbing like they do the parabolic stuff with the vomit comet, you've already got a good bit of airspeed when you go over the top of the hump. Yeah.
Which is something I can negate because I can fly out level. Like I have 90 degrees of elevator deflection on this aircraft right now.
Holy shit. Wow.
I've got a 90 degrees elevator. I've got 95 degrees on the rudder if I max it out full left and right, and I've got 85 degrees on both ailerons, both up and down.
Ooh, that could
So
be.
I can maintain control well past the point where it should fall out of the sky for a minute. So I should be able to enter my dive at damn near 0 forward airspeed.
Yeah, that'll be helpful.
So,
just nail
yeah.
the throttle and
Yep.
figure out what it takes to catch up to gravity.
Yep. That's what I was working on, because it takes me from having a 30-second window to record before I have to pull out. It gives me another 15 seconds if I can start it that way from 1,500 feet.
Yeah.
So, and again, at the bottom of the dive, I'm not worried about killing anybody or a pilot, so I can pull out as hard as my wings will stand. So,
Well, you'll know when you pulled out too hard.
Oh yeah.
I never snapped one, but I've seen them do it.
Oh, I've done it.
I managed to never do that, but I always fiberglass the living shit out of the center section.
I carbon fibered the center section of the wing. I got rid of the aluminum spar tube and put a carbon fiber tube in it. I took it from a 2-piece wing to a 1-piece wing, which, by the way, made it a bitch to transport this plane now.
They didn't have carbon when I was doing it. That was before they invented carbon.
And I unsheeted or uncovered the leading edges and wrapped carbon fiber 4 inches across the leading edge on the top and bottom, and around my end ribs, front to back. Where else did I add a strip? Oh, I added a strip across the top of the main spar on both sides.
Should be strong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the plan. I did not want to encounter flutter or any other retarded aerodynamic things going on. Oh, look, Jimmy's here.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Sean sent me an email and asked when you'd be ready for the 12 months of Jimmy.
12 months of Jimmy.
Oh.
Well, I gotta work that out, man. I have some ideas for that.
What's up, everybody? Curve Pimp, Factard, Amy, and Sear. If y'all have links on Discord, if you want to use them, NA, let me know if you want one. NA posted a picture on Discord of like 9 pounds of bacon he cooked the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. He's like just trying to make the kid forget about what he's doing.
Wow.
So it should be fun. I think I've covered all the bases with the airframe. The other thing that we're doing, because it's simple, is I think it was Heat Shield brought it up, of adding a washer on a spring inside the canopy in front of the other camera, so we can see how that reacts.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's easy enough to do, and it doesn't affect anything on the airframe. A washer on a piece of fishing line is not going to hurt a damn thing.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
So just another frame of reference for what's going on. I'm waiting to see somebody that's going to blow it up on like their 60-inch monitor and like get sick when I push it over in a high-speed dive and pull out.
When I build the drone that I want for like just observation, just to fly around the FPV, I'm not gonna have goggles. If I do, they'll be the ones that, you know, the big box, like periscope style. But
yep,
my main monitor is gonna be a recycled laptop screen, like 19-inch laptop screen. So yeah, I don't want to mess around. And latency won't mean much to me, because I mean, I'm not going to be racing, and most of the stuff is just going to be programmed into GPS and it flies it. So but I think about a 500 millimeter octocopter ought to do it.
Sorry, I had a phone call.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I was listening.
Eventually, I'd like to build an octocopter, just mainly for going up and looking out, and just having fun with, planning a course, let it fly it, make videos with it, stuff like that.
What's up, Barney?
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, Barney.
hey, Barney. Hey, Curve.
What's up?
Oh, not much. It seems like you got everything working, Curve.
Yeah, finally figured some stuff out.
What are you doing with your phone? Are you putting a hex on us?
Yeah, it's an AMSR video.
Oh, okay.
Now Barney's doing it too.
It's the ASMR show. People doing weird shit. It's like a really boring techno punk.
Yeah,
party. Have you seen those guys?
Okay. You can trust me. This is the central scrutinizer.
Boy, it only took a split second for this to go all to hell.
Have you seen those kids? I think they're called techno punk or something like that, or techno goth. And that's just they all dress all goofy and shit, but their dance is just like them standing there going,
Yeah, with the glow sticks and shit.
yeah, it's like, and they're dressed up like Japanese anime characters and shit, and they're like they expect people to take them seriously. It's hysterical.
Negative.
Techno goth, I think is what they're called.
Techno goth. Oh god.
Yeah. And it's just
dude.
It's just kids that want to be a part of something. You can't really rag on them too much. Shit, we've all been there.
At least they're not flat earthers.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd rate them much higher than flat earthers, but they are higher than flat earthers.
Oh, they're definitely high.
Yeah.
Never
Curve, your bag puppet's definitely high. What's your point?
Windows taste like chicken.
Remarkably chicken, if you cook it perfectly right, it doesn't taste like chicken at all.
What the hell does it taste like?
I don't know. I'm just
Curry.
Yeah, cooked chicken.
just bullshitting.
God damn.
If you cook chicken right, it don't taste like chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, it tastes like curry.
Tastes like curry. There you go.
Hey, Jimmy, I sent a link to your favorite person right now, by the way.
Oh yeah. Why?
Yep.
Why?
So we can learn something.
Because I had the highest viewers on this show for 4.5 hours last night that I've ever had while you two were going at it.
Right on.
Nice. Nice.
I make chicken curry, but mine's like made with my own homemade garam masala and stuff like that. Yeah, I just don't like the curry powder out of the jar. Like a tiki masala or a garam masala, something real hot and spicy, but toned down through like tempering and shit. Love that.
Oh, I gotta send Facthard a link again. I'll be right back.
All right.
So drop this link to him. Mute so y'all can't hear my loud ass old school keyboard.
Yeah, if you need me to drop links too, I can do it.
Well, yeah, there you go, Jimmy.
Yeah,
At ASMR.
Here,
Drop
kitty,
a
kitty,
link.
kitty.
Drop a link to
Kitty.
Facthard.
On it.
I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Yep.
That's a very good idea.
What time is it there, Barney?
It's 3:30 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hello, Factard. What if you told me that the phrase "open your eyes, man" does not count as evidence to support your thesis?
Red or blue pill time.
I'd love to get him in here.
Hey, Backyard made it.
Oh crap! I just sent him the link.
I'll take a chill pill.
No, it's Curved Kitty.
So what does your red pill tell you?
That's a good question. What does the red pill do for you? Other than turn you stupid.
I want to know what happens if you took both the red and the blue pill at the same time.
Well, that's the purple pill philosophy.
Let's see.
Everything is relative. Everything is relative. So the red pill is relatively blue, and the blue pill is relatively red.
But what if you're colorblind?
What if you're blind?
Maybe they could print them in Braille.
Print them in Braille. Write red on one and blue on the other.
Yeah, I see that being the next ASMR video is going to be Braille reading. This is what blue sounds like. Oh, what's up, Zach? You joined the conversation just in time.
I tried to bring that. What was it on Channel Q's thing earlier? Game Tamer or whatever.
Gamer Tamer is a troll, dude.
Yeah, he wasn't making sense, so I invited him on the Hangout, but he said he wouldn't come.
They're judging from his video content. He's like a 13-year-old kid.
Well, that's what he was doing. He was giving us a hard time for liking RC stuff, and then I went to his channel and he's got Pokemon video games.
Yeah, I don't care. He just triggered me with the whole religious shit. I have my own personal reasons for that. So
Right. Well, yeah, he was also giving me a hard time about you being an e-beggar, and I reminded him that don't you donate money to your church? He's like, yeah, but in person.
Jimmy, we can barely hear you.
Yeah. You need to be within meters of your microphone.
My microphone. Can you guys hear me now?
Much
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Speak into the microphone on your headset, Jimmy. It helps.
Yeah. Oh, I had to take. I'm just speaking.
Speak into the microphone, Jimmy.
Jimmy, listen to the voices in your head.
Oh, and I'll do bad
He
stuff.
He did listen to the
microphone.
quick-
Don't breathe into the microphone.
12-month Jimmy calendar.
Is this thing on?
Yes, it is. Hello.
All right.
Did you take your pills?
The yellow one.
Took the yellow pill.
So I'm trying to find someone who can cast me a 24-inch mirror blank. I want to grind a telescope, and that's the size I want.
Holy
You want to
shit!
do what?
24-inch. Huge. But I
What the
don't.
hell are you two?
Coated in silver?
No, aluminum. You have it aluminized. Doesn't cost a whole lot. Mainly shipping is the major thing. But if you can silver them, at home, but it's not that durable. You have to keep stripping and resilvering them. Aluminum is a lot more permanent. And it's interesting. I was reading up on the method of creating a vacuum, a high vacuum, like close to like 9 to the negative, or like it isn't like 17 to the negative whatever torr. It's like 9. It's about half as much as space is. But they use vapor. They vaporize oil, and the oil basically pushes the molecules out as it gets thrown out. It basically hits an air molecule and it throws it out of the thing or something. It's fucking amazing how they came up with this.
So, yeah. Like I said, I don't know how long this stream will run for tonight. I'm still pretty tired after last night's marathon stream. If Blue doesn't get his demonstration video out tomorrow, I'm so doing that demonstration.
Cool.
Which one? What I miss?
It was after we went off air. Me and Blue had a nice about 30, 40-minute conversation.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
He ran his current demonstration by me, and it was one of those things like, God damn it, why didn't I think of that? Got that going on. The weather's finally starting to cooperate here, so like I said, I'll be doing test flights. I'm going to record them. I've got to do my engine tuning flights still. I've got to play around with different prop pitches and sizes, but I think I'm going to use 15 by 10. On the thrust stand the other day, that gave me the highest power to thrust ratios.
So how's the density column experiment coming up? Do you have a date yet?
If the weather stays the way it is, I'll be flying Wednesday and Friday. I've had nothing but thunderstorms here for the last week and a half, Barney.
I doubt you'll be flying Wednesday because there's another strand of storms coming through tomorrow night.
What?
Yep. Some more severe storms coming through.
Elohim is conspiring against you by sending bad weather.
No kidding.
Right?
Damn.
I just looked over like 2 hours ago, and it said clear from now until Friday.
Really? Did you know we had tornadoes hit this morning too?
Well, yeah, I knew about that.
We're in spring. This is gonna happen around here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Welcome to Midwest fucking spring. The weather changes hourly.
I came from Columbus, Ohio, man. I know about weather.
Okay, so at some point this week, it's all supposed to be high temperatures except for Wednesday, so hopefully I'll get a chance to fly.
Hey, Josh, or Crash.
Yeah. What?
Which weather channel are you looking at?
AccuWeather.
Okay, go to channel 3 and see what the weather's supposed to do the entire week. It's supposed to rain. It's literally it's going to rain from tomorrow until Friday.
It didn't do shit in Decatur today.
Well, we're also an hour from Decatur.
I know, but that's where I'll be flying this at. So I'm more worried about their weather.
Well, they also get hit harder than we do with thunderstorms too.
I know, but we're going to eat. Oh, you haven't been to that airfield with me and Rob, have you?
Nope.
20 minutes south. I know they didn't get any of the rain that we got yesterday, but it's still. Rob was down there and he said it's still flooded out because he wanted to go fly his jets. And
hang on, let me look up the weather. Hang on.
It's hill.
I know, but the entire week, the entire part of the state, except for the very southern tip, is supposed to have bad weather.
Wow. When did they change that shit?
And the 5 o'clock news tonight that you don't watch.
Asshole. I'll just take off from your house again. Maybe we can hit another fucking car.
Yeah, let's not, please.
This Mustang flies great. What's the beeping sound, Zach? Oh, it's just the throttle trim on the radio about the same time the battery cut off on it.
Nope, I figured out why it did that.
Why was that?
We killed a cell.
That'll do it.
Yep.
That's why that battery's supposed to last for 7 minutes. And we only flew it for 5.
Yeah, once the cell goes, it's hard to tell. Unless you
I went from having amazing throttle and amazing climb outs, and he went to check to make sure nobody was coming down the road we were flying off of so I could land. And about the time he told me the road was clear, I lost all power to the motor.
damn. Man.
Yep, I said it. I landed it like 100 yards from us in the middle of an intersection and managed to not hit any houses, cars, or anything else.
Have you ever thought of using 18650s with snap together end connectors?
Yeah. Or we got some crazy stuff going on, so
I mean they're like they're I've heard they have some advantages over like flat pack batteries where it's like they're, or you can just use like rechargeable AA's. They make like their end connectors that basically you can bolt together instead of soldering batteries together.
yeah, but it doesn't give you enough amperage. Zach, grab one of the flight packs.
Hang on a second. I'm looking at the weather.
Or grab the battery in my trail truck is a airplane battery too.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, for airplanes, they well, I don't know. For drones, they'd have to put out a lot of power, right?
Yeah.
Same thing on a brushless plane.
Hey, Crash, you ready for this?
No.
Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all rain.
Jesus.
Fuck me.
Awesome.
And they're all
So-
above 80%.
Well, hopefully the weather guy is wrong, but that's all I'm waiting on for the experiment now is weather.
I'm looking at the radar right now.
Maybe. There wasn't anything on it at all when I checked it earlier. It was all north of here.
Weather Channel's got a different set of numbers too.
Yeah.
Weather Channel's calling 50% tomorrow, then 20, then 90% Thursday, 10% Friday, 10% Saturday.
Gotta love the Midwest.
I do.
Oh, I do love it here, but I mean, trying to do anything and plan it around weather right now sucks.
I lived through the winters of 77 and 79, Columbus, Ohio.
The winter of '78, the blizzard of '78 in New England. I can't remember how much it dumped, but I think it was like 4 or 5 feet of snow, something like that. People were trapped in their
Yeah, it was bad. All three of these years, 77, 78, and 79 were horrible. Record breaking.
Granddad's got pictures. He was on the volunteer fire department back then in Illinois when we got 10 feet of snow in like a week.
In 79, they had people in Buffalo going, holy shit, I'm glad I don't live there. Yeah, it was bad, Ed. Used to have a t-shirt. I survived the whatever.
Zach, we just need to take a road trip and go down and fly at Big Blue's house.
Yeah.
There you go.
I would love to, but with work,
We just
I'm off.
we just have an occasional mountain.
You know.
They're not really big mountains, but
So yeah, I'm weather restricted at the moment. Everything else is ready to go for my test flights. So as soon as I can get the weather to cooperate with me for a couple days, I can get this fucking thing done. but I'm not risking Zach's fingers or my camera guy's hands while we're trying to set it up and take off a muddy runway. That's just not going to happen. Zach, you're there. How big are the wheels on that plane?
2 inches.
Round.
Yeah.
They're not very big.
No, and they're fully skirted. So, and I'm not taking the skirts off.
Jimmy's
Yeah.
going to take his skirt off.
Yeah, I'm done.
Do we finally agree on a price on that?
Oh yeah, he agreed. He agreed to 12 months of Jimmy calendar.
I don't remember that. How much money for that one for?
1,500 bucks.
How much?
1,500 for 12 months of Jimmy.
15. He'll donate 1,500 to your channel if I do that.
Yeah,
What?
it was a collaboration of things, but that's what you agreed to when you were drunk before you got off the camera last night.
That's a lot of money, man. I'm sure that would help you out a lot, dude.
I'll drive a
Yeah, but
I'll drive a nail into my face for 1,000 with a hammer.
yeah, but Jimmy, I don't think you'll like the July pictures that you were talking about or the Christmas pictures.
I don't think I'll like the Christmas pictures or the July pictures. I'm just scared to even know.
Well, July, it was brought up that Jimmy should wear a red, white, and blue, string bikini.
Yeah.
And
I have to get into shape for this.
then Christmas, is Jimmy sitting in a Mrs. Claus outfit with a candy cane on Santa's lap.
Who's going to be the Santa?
Crash.
Oh, I'm sure.
I was thinking.
Hell no. Why is everybody in my side chat talking about food again?
I don't know.
I know Grizbait's having elk tenderloins for dinner, which sound freaking amazing.
Jesus,
And
man, that does sound great.
Nana had a picture of 9 pounds of bacon this morning.
Right?
Yeah. Then he freezes it.
Grizbait's just pissed because he's still mad at me for getting the pizzas and a strawberry milkshake when I was on Sean G's panel the other night.
I would love to have a strawberry milkshake right now.
I was in a debate on Sean G's channel driving around town getting food.
Damn.
That was that idiot troll that me, Blue, and I think Terry or Larry was dealing with on the after show about his imaginary indoor fucking rainbows.
Oh, good Lord.
We have here in town, you can buy a mushroom milkshake.
What?
Yep, they're excellent.
Ugh.
They are absolutely fantastic.
I like mushrooms. I don't know about the milkshake.
It's vanilla ice cream that's flavored with candy cap mushrooms. They taste and smell just like maple syrup.
Yeah.
And they powder them and they sprinkle them in there when they make the ice cream, and it tastes like maple ice cream. It's freaky.
Nana says he has to have 9 pounds of baking because he's making double BLTs for dinner.
Now, candy cap ice cream with little chips of fried bacon would be awesome too.
Yeah, I'm there with that one.
Yeah, it would. Drizzled with chocolate, with chocolate, hot pepper chocolate drizzled in that. Oh man,
Sounds good.
Wow.
I've invented something just now.
But it's like here we have a little small mom and pop ice cream and burger joint called Creckles, and their claim to fame is their lemon milkshake.
Oh wow, that sounds good.
It's really fucking good. And they also have what they call their sweetheart shake, which is Mr. Pibb and a strawberry shake mixed half and half. And it tastes amazing for as bad as it sounds when you say it.
No,
That would be good. You know, it's not good. Matzo crackers and unsweetened coffee.
Oh, no.
That's fucking. I thought it'd be okay because like the matzah's like kind of sweet, without the salt. And then and I thought it helped the coffee, but no, they don't go together at all.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when Gamer Tamer said I'd run away from him if I saw him in the streets. I think he has that backwards.
Yeah, I said that to him. Oh no, I don't know if I said it to him, but I think I did. Yeah, he would state himself and tell you.
Why would I be scared of the guy that plays with toy cars on his channel? That's a very small part of who I am.
Well, that's a stupid statement in the first place.
Well, I bet you could beat him at Pokemon Go.
I have a different kind of Pokemon Go. I have my own rules. I don't even need an app. I just use the camera on my phone. And I just go walking around taking pictures of shit.
I thought you were going somewhere entirely different with that for a minute.
No, I got like 4 homeless guys and a dog yesterday.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about mushroom milkshakes. So I wasn't sure what path that was going down.
Yeah.
No, they are really. I mean, they're. It's an actual thing. It's not just a California weird hippie thing. Can't remember the name of them, but yeah, it's a. If you're walking in the forest and you smell like maple syrup, chances are you're walking through a patch of candy caps.
So does anybody on the panel know what the Horse magazine is?
No.
Never heard of it.
It's a backstreet choppers kind of low rent building bikes the old school way type magazine.
I never heard of it.
Well, they used to, until they got busted by the federal government, they used to yearly hold their horse cannonball run from California to the East Coast. They are bringing that back next year. So I'm seriously considering building a motorcycle for that.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Ride cross country on a hardtail motorcycle, and you're not allowed to buy parts. If you break down, you have to have the stuff to repair it on your bike.
Oh, wow.
What about horse fighting? That would be cool.
Horse boxing.
Well, that's like the road train in Australia. They're like 20 trailers long sometimes. Some of these things. I mean, long trains of semi, and like the first 2 trailers are like all the spare parts. They basically carry a second truck in parts with them everywhere they go.
Well, the way their run works is you show up at the meet location, pay your entry fee, and then they tell you where the next stop is in like a day or 2 or so many miles down the road.
Oh, cool.
And you can take any route you want to get there, and you're liable for your own speeding tickets and stupid shit if you get pulled over.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the last time they did it, they had 250 bikes start and only 25 made it across country.
So it's like a cross-country rally.
Yeah. You got 5 days to do it.
Oh, wow.
On a hardtail motorcycle with no suspension.
Great.
Hey, kidney belt will be my best friend.
Jesus.
You betcha.
If I can get a donut.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for each cheek.
Oh, dude, if you have never ridden a hardtail Harley very far, you will be pissing blood if you don't wear a kidney belt.
Yeah. They'll rock your world, literally.
Yeah. It's terrible. I got the bright idea the last time I had one. I took off for a 700-mile one-way trip, not thinking about it. I felt like shit when I got there. Spent 2 days of a 5-day party in my hotel room, barely leaving my bed.
Jesus. I like my Nissan.
Illinois roads with like
drive it.
6 inch deep potholes and no suspension is an awesome idea.
Well, that's like what, 65 or what, or 60 going into fucking Oklahoma from Missouri. Like, holy shit. Everywhere, everything up until Oklahoma City is just like the worst road I've ever driven on. I mean, I used to hate having to go out west. It's fucking awful. Looks like some out of Mad Max.
Yep, shirts are going out this week, guys, in the side chat. They'll be going out. They're supposed to be done at the printers tomorrow, and I should be picking them up and packaging them and sending them out tomorrow evening or Wednesday morning.
Oh yeah, I got to get you an address, don't I?
Yep, Jen gave her shirt to you, so.
I'm putting that in the sending it to you through Discord.
Yep. I check that more than my regular email anyway. I got it, Sean.
There you go.
Yep.
I should do it.
I'll get it sent out. They'll be sent out Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, so I'll have tracking numbers and shit.
Cool. Awesome. Can't wait.
Oh, they'll be fun. Everybody for like the next couple weeks will be wearing Team Double D shirts in all their fucking debates.
Right on.
How many people so far has won one?
Let's see. Laser Beams won the first one. Steerf won one. You won one, and Jen won one, and she gave it to Sean Hawkins.
Isn't Fact Card getting one too?
Yeah, Fact Card's got one too. I don't know if he sent me his address yet. Let me check.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I got it. It's on my list of to-do shit on my phone.
Where'd Barney go?
He said he'll try to be back if we're still on.
Okay. I heard a funny comedy bit talking about I can't remember who it was, but he's talking about like having an old grandpa that was like been in the war and shit. Like, what do you want, Grandpa? I said, what do you want for breakfast? Hard-boiled egg and black coffee.
Yep.
Black pepper for the coffee. Like, we all have those relatives. That came to mind. I thought it was funny.
It's definitely interesting. Like I said, just a short little hangout. Then I'm probably going to jump out of here and go fire up the grill here in a little bit.
Oh man, right on.
Well, like I said, the girl's been working a weird work schedule because she does inventory. She's an inventory specialist for an outside company, so her hours get crazy. So we haven't had the chance to do a Memorial Weekend dinner because she's been working while everything's closed.
Oh, right on.
Wow, so you didn't have your what are you having, pork chops with that sauce you're saying?
Hell yeah, barbecued pork chops and Famous Dave's double spit spicy hot sauce.
I gotta check into that hot sauce. It sounds good. Go ahead.
My old neighbor, the one that moved away, used to have a wood chip grill.
Oh, those are amazing.
I mean, just turn the switch on, turn on the temperature you want it at, and wait, and then put your food on. And it was the best barbecue grill I've ever cooked on.
Yeah, pelletized gizmo. Yeah, those are great.
Had a little auger in there. Just had to make sure it was topped off.
I have one of those. Those things are nice.
They're awesome about maintaining a temperature too without having to completely check shit.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll hold it dead on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've got one of those here. Then I have an old school actual smoker that's made out of a 55-gallon drum in the back too.
Nice.
I'd like to build a like just a hut at some point and do like a side where it's skewered on the big like a spit, but it's driven into the ground, and you build a fire in the in the center of the room, kind of like a wiki up kind of thing.
Yep.
I think those are awesome.
It's like I've been thinking about building a meat drying house shed in the backyard.
I would
It's
like
these. What is up with these flat-tards that like want to troll the chats lately, saying, "Well, if the world ends, you globies are screwed." I am definitely not screwed.
What?
Oh, I think, do they mean that, what, we're going to go to hell?
I guess.
Yeah.
I would like to get a roast, like a big beef roast, and dry cure it. Like get some bags, basically get a refrigerator specifically for that, and dry cure it, because basically you get what, $150 roast or something, and each steak off that is worth like $500 if you do it right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're expensive. Like what, Wagyu beef or like Kobe beef that's been dry cured is just delicious.
I just recently discovered, I saw it online somewhere and I tried it and I looked it up and see, how you do it properly. But you marinate your steak in coffee grinds.
Yeah.
So I tried it a few different ways. The first time I did it, I overdid it, but then I did it. I thought I did it right the second time, and it came out amazing. I was very surprised.
How about that?
Dr. Pepper works amazing with pork chops.
Yeah, that would.
I heard jelly and steak is a good one too.
Oh, dude, I have like the simplest barbecued meatball recipe on the planet. So, I buy the frozen pre-made Italian style meatballs. Throw them in the crock pot with 1 jar of grape jelly and 2 jars of chili sauce, and just let it simmer all day.
Oh gosh.
That sounds good.
It's really good. Really damn good. So yeah, like I said, so weather cooperating, I'll be able to get Double D in the air this week. Zach kind of shot down my dreams of having good weather, the bastard.
Yeah, I wanted to when I wanted to go hunting at some point, and then just take basically all the steak, the parts of the deer, and dry cure them and make like the best fucking meat.
Oh, that would be really good.
Yeah.
Last time I went hunting was right after Granddad got his crossbow license during bow season, and I told him it was an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
We were in tree stands about 20 yards apart from each other, and I watched our rut trail, and this big 10-point buck is just walking all nice and pretty, and I drew back, and he stopped behind a bush. And about the time I couldn't hold my bow back anymore, he's sitting over there laughing in the tree stand with his crossbow pointed right at the son of a bitch. Or shit. As soon as I eased off the string on my bow, that buck took 2 steps and Granddad dropped it. So I don't know what the problem is.
It's funny.
Fuck you in that crossbow.
I tell you, gun, bow, nothing is an advantage over a deer, really. I mean, unless you're like way up high and you got a good, but on foot, they took 5 Missouri hunters, seasoned Missouri hunters, put them in like a 1 acre lot of just Missouri grassland with some trees and bushes, and they couldn't find the 2 deer that were in that area. Wasn't any higher than like calf or like calf eye. They can hide, and you won't see them.
Yeah. Bullets and arrows and stuff move too fast. That's the problem.
Yeah, true. But you got to find them to shoot them.
I'll tell you something. A deer has, if you really want an advantage on a deer, what you need to hunt them with is like a Ford.
And you don't need a license to hunt with your car. That's true.
Yeah.
Man, I had a relative that got hurt and couldn't go hunting during shotgun season or bow season, but sure shit if his Ford truck didn't get a big ass bumper put on it and he had 3 big ass bucks in about a week.
Oh yeah, I knew a guy that drove for Napa Auto Parts, and he drove like he went from West Virginia to here, and he had a special bumper he'd install on his truck, and all the little trailer behind him, and he'd get 2-3 deer a week.
Oh yeah.
There you go, Jim. I just dropped something for you in the live chat.
Huh? I don't see anything. Oh, live chat.
Yeah, the YouTube chat. Jimmy and NANA were talking about how Jimmy can't hunt, so
Oh,
What is it?
on the YouTube chat, NANA and Jimmy were talking about hunting, and NANA said Jimmy's never hunted. I said Jimmy can't even hunt for pussy.
Oh, okay. I thought you posted a link. I'm sorry.
I don't
No.
hunt for that. I wait for that to come to me.
You know the
No, he's
you know
an
the easy
incel.
you,
And now
you know
you
the
see the
easy way to
problem.
do that. Like, you know the easy way to do that, Jimmy.
What's that?
You go spend 60 grand and buy a Harley Davidson and ride up to the bar.
Yeah.
Don't even have to spend that.
Yeah. That's not really my thing, is like one night stands and stuff. I've never really done that. I'm more of a relationship type of guy anyway.
Jimmy does. I don't think Jimmy could keep an old iron head or a shovel on the road.
Why? Well, I just went and bought a brand new bike the other day.
The
What
only
did you buy the other day?
the a Honda Interceptor 500, and tons of four wheelers.
Wait a minute. What'd you buy the other day, Zach?
2019 Street Glide with the Milwaukee 8.
Oh, you have fun with that motor.
Why? It's a 117 now.
I know what it is. I know what its known issues are at the moment, too.
No, that's been fixed.
Have you seen the revised head gasket design? I don't think it's a permanent fix to a temporary problem. Or a temporary fix to a permanent design flaw.
That'd be all right. No, I'm running a Stage 4 Screaming Eagle kit on too.
You don't ride enough to fucking put enough miles on it to matter anyway.
What a wankle motorcycle.
Suzuki had a couple.
Did they?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're hard to find, and they're worth a fortune if you can find them. And usually all that's wrong with it is the Teflon seals on the motor are bad.
Huh.
And if you're mechanically inclined, you can pop the cases apart. Yeah.
Wow.
Suzuki had one. Somebody else had a Wankel style rotary too, and I can't remember who it was.
I like the dude that made the motorcycle out of the truck engine, I think, or something. It's like he couldn't really even ride it. Or no, it was a generator or something, like a V12 diesel. Like, it was huge.
Yeah.
He couldn't even ride it. You know, he could pull it forward. He couldn't even turn it. It was that cumbersome.
I think Zach needs to build. I think me and Zach need to build another Boss Hoss.
And then who's it? Shit. Dodge. Didn't they build that fucking bike out of that? What's it called?
The Tomahawk.
The Viper engine?
The Tomahawk.
The
four-wheeled.
I mean, I'd hate to tip that thing over with your leg under it. Shit.
Is it V10?
Have you seen a Boss Hoss?
I probably have.
Oh, well, here, hold on a second. Or a Y2K?
I don't know.
Yeah. Let me do this here. We'll go to we'll do the Boss Hoss first.
I can't wait till all cars are self-driving, though. That'd be awesome. Just get in and say, "Let's go." I kind of hate driving sometimes.
Let's see.
They have oh shit, where was it? It's a ferry for boats somewhere. I can't remember. It's you go down this river, and the river basically ends at a road, and it has like this trolley that you sail your boat into it. It has a cradle and basically dry docks, transports, and then lets your boat go on the other side.
I saw that video yesterday.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing, man. I mean, it's like you just like, okay, look. I mean, who would come up with? Wouldn't you just dig the river out and then make a bridge? I mean, wouldn't that be the easiest thing? Seriously. Hello.
Let's see here.
That seriously would be the easiest thing to do, you know, rather than build a fucking like little mini railroad and a boat cradle.
So this is a Boss Hoss. This one has a 572 cubic inch displacement big block Chevrolet on it.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow.
They are
Nice.
Oh my god.
insane.
Wow.
Very cool.
Oh yeah,
It's a nice
great
bike.
way to spend.
Holy shit.
A wide ass on
Oh,
it. Fucker.
He's gone. Oh my gosh.
What are
Yeah, that's
like,
a whole group of them.
what are those, like Volkswagen tires?
Wow, dude.
They're you can either run a Corvette car tire on the back or a wide motorcycle tire.
Man. Yeah, they
Then
look
we
cool.
have
Let's run a Michelin X1 on them.
let's see
Semi
here.
truck tire that's like double wide. Those are awesome.
My other dream motorcycle is a Y2K.
You have seen those diesel, those semi truck tires, right? That they're double wide, made by Michelin.
Yeah,
They're
Seen those
awesome.
motorcycles?
They're like,
Super singles.
yeah, fucking cool as hell.
My son had me look up a motorcycle the other day. I guess it's like the fastest motorcycle or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but man, that thing goes like 350 miles an hour or something stupid. But
Oh
it's,
yeah, a jet bike. Yeah.
yeah. Here, let me
Yeah,
see if I can get the sound to work on this.
Someone said that they don't really have a top speed because it's it's jet propulsion. You just keep going and going and going.
right.
You can keep.
Can you guys hear this video?
Like the Energizer Bunny.
I guess what terminal velocity basically keep you from going too fast, right?
Yeah.
Error
Can you guys
resistance?
hear this video?
No.
No, I don't believe so. Oh, yeah.
This is the Y2K.
Oh, a little bit down.
This is the Y2K. It uses a Bell helicopter turbine to power it.
Jesus. Fuck.
I would
They are
instantly kill
they are hand built to order, and Jay Leno owns the company.
Yeah. What they're out of like a Bell Huey, like a Huey one or
Yep.
UH1
Oh,
Yep.
or the Loach.
When you buy one, before they will let you take delivery of it, you have to go to their test track, and they give you lessons on how to ride it and handle it. It's a single speed motorcycle. You ride it at slow speed by slipping the clutch.
It would be an easy thing to lose control of
Oh yeah,
or to have too much fun on.
yeah, Bo.
Is he
Jay
gonna-
Leno got in
Kind of
trouble
the same thing.
Jay Leno got in trouble in New York with his for melting the front bumper off from Mercedes that was behind him.
Wow.
That's my dream bike if I ever hit the lottery.
How much is it?
$250,000.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay. Damn. You know, I was watching earlier today because of you, Crash, and Jay got me into this RC plane stuff. It was a, well, it wasn't RC, it was the turbine jet plane there. They had it like set up on the ground, and they launched it with like a big slingshot type of thing.
Yeah, that's the world record flying wing.
Dude, that was insane, man.
Yeah. You guys haven't seen that video? Hold on, let me find it.
For the video, man, that thing is nuts, dude.
It's plenty sturdy. Let's see. That is. I'm gonna find it because he currently holds the world record with that airframe right now. It's something like 450. Yeah, 451 mile an hour.
Oh yeah,
a little red slingshot.
Yeah,
son of a bitch. Oh yeah, that thing's awesome.
If it's the same video, if you find it, start it at 3 minutes because that's when it's right about to take off.
It's like, yeah, I went out and flew the shorter clip. So how was it? Oh, it was great. It was like,
dude, it sounded like a fighter jet going by.
It is. It's a real jet engine. What do you think it would sound like?
Right. Well, I mean, yeah. Good point. Well, it's a scale down, so I figured it wouldn't sound as loud as it did. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Our scale ones are based on military. Oh yeah, great. Now I get a commercial. Now I get an ad. Come on, mouse. Yeah, you're talking about this one, Jimmy.
Skip that thing, man.
That's the bottom.
Look at those.
Yeah,
things.
that's the dude.
It's got to be the same guy. The plane was red, but it looks exactly the same. The one I saw.
The top of that plane is red.
Yeah, that's the underside.
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Cool.
So that's what he's hooking up right now is propane, and well, he's got it hooked to he's filling his jet fuel tank, and then when he goes to start it, has a little nozzle that he hooks propane into to get the fire started inside the turbine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
And it's up to it.
Yeah, there's let's see, what is that?
It looks like the plane Johnny Quest rode in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, there's his artificial runway, and there's their bungee system.
Man.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
We actually launch a lot of RC stuff off bungees, especially jets and EDFs. It's just the way to get airspeed quickly. There's his propane and his external ECU for setting the spark.
The good thing about this is, unless you have like a catastrophic failure, you can't lose a finger starting it.
Well, this is true.
Well, could it potentially blow up?
It's got enough safety valves on it that it'd be hard to blow up.
Okay.
Even on this video, you can watch it starting to burn the grass behind the aircraft.
Yeah,
absolutely. Burn the grass. Yep, and he keeps doing it in the same spot because it was previously burned before he even got there.
Yeah. So what we do is you keep adding propane until the engine comes up to operating temp because it will not run on jet fuel until it reaches a certain RPM and temperature.
Put that engine on a longboard.
That would be nuts. I've got video of a buddy of mine that put one on one of them little pocket bikes.
Wow.
No, are we going to be able to hear how this engine sounds or no?
No.
No, okay. Oh, yeah. No. And it's gone. Bye.
There, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, while he was like getting it started, man, it just sounded amazing. And then as it goes by the camera, it sounds awesome. The camera guy actually did a good job of keeping it in frame.
It's the camera guy actually films a lot of this stuff for world record attempts.
Gotcha.
So the shed that he's flying in front of, out in front of that is the radar trap. And in order for it to be a considered legal record, he has to be flat and level before and after he goes through the speed traps.
Flat and level?
Yeah.
FPV on that thing would be awesome. Would be just unbelievable.
The flat and level aren't the same. You know that, right?
Yeah, don't say that to a flat earther.
Yeah. I get that.
450 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Is that actual miles per hour? Or is that like scale miles per hour?
No, that's real mile an hour.
Jesus.
Wow. And that's just now. Do they make them with like a double jet engine?
Yeah, but you don't need to.
Right. No, I figured that. I just didn't know if they, did it.
I know a guy that's got a twin turbine F-14, and I know another guy that's got a twin turbine F-4 Phantom.
Jesus.
The problem is they get like 6 minutes of
You
flight
would have
time.
to be really good to know how to fly this because your maneuvers are like instantaneous. You know what I mean? Like, and if something went wrong, you'd have to be able to do it real quick to fix it.
It's muscle memory. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's I mean, before, like, he's in Germany, but in the U.S., before you could even fly that plane legally, you have to go through me and demonstrate your ability to fly a trainer version of that aircraft first, and the trainer will fly at 221. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, we're not just gonna. The insurance would not cover you just cutting you loose with no training on one of them. And now he's out of fuel and he's just dead sticking his landing, bleeding airspeed.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He landed. He doesn't have any landing gear. He just kind of just floats right on the ground. Goes right to the ground.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of your high performance RC speed planes don't have landing gear.
Yeah.
The sad part is that's not even the fastest world record right now. That's just a world record for a turbine jet.
Well, what's faster then?
I think the current world record for a modified Quickie 400 is something like 503 mile an hour.
Jesus.
Wow. And what kind of engine did that have?
A really pissed off nitro 2-stroke swinging an 8-inch razor blade on the front of it.
Okay. I don't really know what that means, but it sounds cool.
Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Prop plane, Jimmy.
Oh,
Yep.
is it? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow, so a prop plane got faster than that, huh?
Let's see. That's a 308 mile an hour glider.
What?
Yeah.
Just a glider?
Yep. That's 308 mile an hour in a dive, unpowered. We only use the motor to get it to altitude.
Yeah. Isn't that a discus launch though?
No, we use so the way they work is the motor runs wide open on a delay timer. You got 30 seconds to climb as high as you can.
Oh, okay. But I mean, they discus launching though, right? I mean, they kick in the motor.
Can.
I've seen them done like that. That looked like one of those.
Yes. So here's this is a Quickie 500. This is what I used to do for competition before I got into aerobatics. The plane is built as light as possible. The only real structure to the entire aircraft is the firewall. The rest of this entire structure, we cut and drill as many holes as possible in it so it'll hold together and maintain its shape. And he's warming the motor up and checking for cylinder head temp because once he sets it, he's going to lean it out and get as much RPM as he can out of it, and it's wide open for about 4.5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, what I'm talking about is their RC discus launch, and they're no motor. They're completely free flying, and they sling them as high as they can get them, and then you try and hit thermals, and you see how long you can leave them up, and that's what I like to get into.
There's 201 kilometers on a stock class plane.
But I think I'd rather get into like a motor powered, prop driven glider, just so I don't have to throw it and I can just get it up there and just have fun.
The biggest reason I got out of this is because my spotter got too old to call pylons and flags. Because it takes two people. It takes two people to race that aircraft.
Yeah.
Me as a pilot, all I'm doing is worried about keeping it in the air, and then you have the guy with the most nuts is the guy in the cage underneath the pylon. And when you approach the corner, he throws out a flag, and that's your yank point. So your spotter tells you when to bank the aircraft, and as soon as he sees the flag, he yells. Mine was bank and pull, so if he'd tell me to bank, I'd roll 90 degrees. And as soon as he told me to pull, it was full elevator until I was heading off in the next turn.
That's crazy. There's a lot involved in this stuff, huh?
Oh yeah. Like when I do precision aerobatic comps, I have a collar, and that's just to call off my maneuvers. It's got to be somebody who knows how you fly. AKA, I will never let Zach be my caller.
Yeah.
Man, that was not a bad landing for a quickie plane. But yeah, they take nothing to hit. Our stock class quickie 400s and 500s fly at race speeds at 210 mile an hour.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, do it wingtip to wingtip with 5 other guys. It's a blast. Until somebody screws up.
Yeah, and then it rains balsa wood for a while.
Yeah. A long while. Everybody does the walk of shame with their garbage bag that's already in their back pocket.
Shit.
I've done that more than once.
I have to.
I used to shoot off rockets. Yeah, that always sucks. With those though, you don't really pick anything up. You just go out to see them driven into the mud.
It's like with the aircraft, it's like I got lucky as shit with one of my Mustangs. Like I just built the plane. I just did one test flight on it. We brought it back in to adjust the retracts and took it back up. And I was out over, it was probably August because the corn was at full height, but it hadn't turned yet. So it's still green. I was about 400 feet up and I banked over in a turn and something broke and it did a death spiral all the way to the ground about 200 yards out.
Damn.
And when it went in, it sounded terrible. So point the radio in the direction of the cornfield, point your antenna roughly where it went in. And me and 2 other guys were walking out there through a cornfield and we were looking at the ground and never found the plane. One of them happened to look up and the corn caught the aircraft. Everybody back up to the airfield was expecting us to walk out with multiple garbage bags of what used to be my Mustang. Instead, there's 3 of us carrying one giant scale Mustang back out of the corn.
Damn.
Like, what'd you break? I said it broke a control horn. You going to fix it and put it back in the air? Hell no, I am not flying anything else today.
Right on.
That was my luck bag. It done ran out. I ended up flying that plane for almost 3 years. And I think Zach was there the day it died.
I was there the day it died, the day that the other guy's plane died, and Pinky tried to die.
Yeah. Screw that pink airplane. God, I hated that.
You're the one that wanted it, not me.
I wanted it for the motor. I didn't really want to fly it in its current configuration.
Oh, why not? Pieces flying off everywhere when we flew it.
Yeah. I was on the first test flight. I did a snap roll and threw the landing gear somewhere off in the cornfield. That was fun.
That sucks.
Lost the canopy on it.
On something with a 110-inch wingspan and a 100cc motor on the nose of it. That was fun trying to get back on the ground.
That was a can-do, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the giant you can do. I hated that thing.
Lost the canopy.
Lost the canopy in the corn. Still, nothing beats. I'm going to have to get that video for tomorrow night's stream of when we were all at the airfield and Andre lost the
Well, it's because he clapped. It's because he made it. He made them clap. The wings clap.
Yeah. So Blue remembers it, but the old trainers we used to attach the wings with rubber bands, and we had this guy Andre that we taught how to fly, and he was trying to learn how to do basic aerobatics. And this dude, we told him, said, do not dive into that loop. Do not add throttle into that loop. Just pull back on the stick, and it'll pull itself around. He climbs like 400 feet up, gets in about a 45-degree dive, waits till the bottom of it, and pulls full back on the stick. That plane made it about 3/4 away around the loop, and you watch the wings rip off the plane, split in half, clap above the plane, and it had so much acceleration that it just kept flying. So, I think me and Gary both told him to throttle back as the fuselage was heading out over the corn like an arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, when you think you got enough rubber bands on it, put at least that many more on it again.
Oh, yeah.
Man can't have too many rubber bands.
Oh, hell no. That's what I hated back in the day, was putting the rubber bands on people's trainers when we were teaching them how to fly. 20, 30 rubber bands. Oh, God, that took forever.
I gave up on that shit pretty quick and started putting nylon cap screws on them.
Yep.
Let's see what else.
A lot easier.
You destroyed my glider.
I did not destroy your glider. It flew again after that.
Barely.
And we found a very interesting aerodynamic flaw with that airframe design. So we had a glider, and we were taking turns seeing who could fly it the longest on a battery pack. And I'd been up for over an hour?
Something like that, yeah.
On a little 1800 milliamp battery. I was just catching thermals like crazy. And I caught a really high lift on the edge of a cloud bank that was coming in, and I turned a 10-foot wingspan glider into a golf ball, and it started coming down, and as it was in its dive, it started whistling. I'm like, man, that sounds cool as shit. And I pulled back, and nothing happened. The more I pulled back on the stick, the more it started tucking the nose. And I finally bled off enough speed to get it to recover as it slammed into the bean field and slid about 30 yards. That was fun.
Thank God it was fun.
When we found out that was when we found out that the at high speeds with that airframe, the tail tucked and everything got reversed.
Thank God it was foam.
Yeah, it flew again. It just had grass stains all over, or bean stains all over the wings.
Let's see. Your GB that never flew.
Screw that GB.
Those things don't fly anyway.
We had 2 of them at the airfield. We had 2 of them that flew beautifully, and mine would do crazy retarded shit.
They do not fly. The goddamn thing's so ugly, the ground repels it.
Who bought that? Bob bought that off me. He said, what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going to take the canopy off and fucking insulate it and make a beer cooler out of the damn thing.
What is the name of the aircraft? They were full-size aircraft. People actually flew in them, and they had propellers so long. So they were so long, they had to make the front struts 4 times as long just to put it at such an angle. They were weird looking.
The Feisler Stork set up like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, they were just weird.
And I don't think GBs are ugly, okay? They actually were great race planes if you had a pilot with the balls to fly it.
There's a reason why they're called the flying coffin.
Yeah, they killed a lot of guys.
Because when you're taking off, you can't see.
Nope.
They'll snap roll.
Jimmy Doolittle gave it that name.
Yeah. He
flew it one time and said he'd never fly it again.
There's still one flying.
Yep.
Guy used to show up at Oshkosh every year.
What is a GB?
Old race plane.
Oh, okay.
Just Google it.
Let's see if I can find it.
Make sure you find the right one, because there's 2 generations.
It's all ball bearings and cotton balls these days, man. Shit.
There's two generations of that plane.
The R1 is the original one.
Is the R1 the original?
Yep. Let's see. Here's Delmar.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I know that plane. Shit, yeah. Those are awesome.
It's literally the smallest airframe capable of carrying that motor.
Wow, that's just cool.
How come
Yeah,
I
it
can't
looks
see
really teeny when you look at it, but no, it's not a small plane, really. I mean, it's pretty. I mean,
Yeah, they're not that big.
No, here's Delmar's R1.
they're all like stubby. It's like that. It's weird. Like it has no tail. It's like a
Oh,
bobtail.
the fucking
Yeah.
thing's got a
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got a tail.
the fucking
Well-
thing's got a what's it got?
There it is.
I think the original motor was an 18-cylinder radial.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a fucking plane, man.
But I mean, the tail's like really short and stubby and
That's what she
Wow.
said.
really neat.
Yeah, they're really a short couple little thing.
Yeah,
I'd
they're
like to
very
build a
smooth.
model of that. Why didn't I ever build a model of that when I was a kid?
I got the
There's a
ultra
real
macho version of it.
all the way down.
Yeah, the original GB dates back to the 1930s.
Huh. My dad always just bought me military aircraft models. I guess that was it.
See what I liked whenever the Mustangs were getting out of the war and they turned them into race planes.
I mean, flat earthers want to talk about indoctrination. Shit. You grow up in a military household with an officer as a father. Yeah, you
Right.
get indoctrinated.
Right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
I had an RC version of this GB, and I hated the damn thing.
Look at that freaking man.
That is awesome. It looks like a chicken.
Yeah. That's
It
cool.
does. It looks like a chicken with like really long legs.
The ground repelled it. It didn't like it.
Shit, those things are fast.
Oh yeah,
God damn, they're fast.
Speed.
Well, it'd be like putting a jet engine on a longboard.
They used to do a show at Oshkosh, and the GB would race what should have been a diesel truck, but the damn thing had a huge ass jet engine on it.
Oh, gee.
So-
Yeah.
oh yeah, shockwave.
Yeah, they would drag race the the truck, and it would drag race the GB. They had a hell of a nice routine going. It was funny. Well, first the GB would fly down, buzz, and fuck with the truck, and get the truck all pissed off. Then they'd have the race. It was great.
Oh no, he's mad now, folks.
There'd be 50,000 guys out there rolling on the ground laughing at the idiot.
That's what sucks. We don't have air shows here anymore like we used to, where they did stuff like that.
Too many lawsuits,
Run up-
probably.
Run up to Oshkosh. They have one every year. And that's
I've
the
been
best one
wanting
of
to.
all.
Well, because we had Chanute Air Force Base used to put them on for the longest time, and they actually finally closed the whole thing down about 2
Yep.
years ago.
Decatur used to have a really good air show.
One or two accidents will do it.
Well, they closed the museum down,
Oh,
and my grandfather was actually in the Air Force as a navigator, and his actual plane was there,
huh.
Really?
Wow.
and he actually helped restore the plane before they closed it. And what sucks is when they closed it, his health declined so bad because that was like his thing to go do every day. He
Oh
was there
man.
7 days a week. working
Yep.
on that plane.
Hmm.
It was a Connie. It was a Lockheed Connie.
Constellation? Really?
Yes.
Hey, I know somebody who has an RC version of that will never fly.
Why is that?
Because Bob Land built it and it weighs like 90 fucking pounds.
Oh, well, there's the problem. But see, we had at our little museum, we had a 130. What else did we have? We had 2 or 3 Mustangs, each version of it. A Blue Angel, a Thunderbird plane, missile silos, lots of rockets. I mean, our museum was really good for as small as it was.
Well, yeah, it was, but then it just kind of.
Well, it's because the airport next to it got tired of spending the $1 million a year it kept to keep it open. And that dude, I had to go do a delivery out there one day, and the guy said that. I said, yeah, that kind of sucks. He's like, well, we got tired of paying for it. I said, yeah, well, my grandfather was out here and working on that plane right there for 5 years. That plane went to somewhere in Michigan.
Yeah. I've got granddad's got the history of all the flyable aircraft that were there.
I thought it was funny when the salvagers burnt down like 3 planes trying to open them because there was still fuel in the wings.
Yep.
Yeah,
that
Constellation was developed, I guess, as a troop transport somewhere in the middle of the war.
Mm-hmm.
And then TWA took delivery of a whole shitload of them.
Yeah.
His Hughes.
The one his had the dome on the top and the bottom for a radar plane. I can't remember how many of those there were, but it just had the dome on top and on the bottom.
Yeah.
And I have his flight helmet here somewhere. His actual flight helmet.
I'm going to be jumping out of here in about 5 minutes, guys. So anybody wants to pinch their shit, now's the time to do it. I know Blue's got videos coming out this week.
I hope.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I do, reviewing flat Earth videos when they come up.
Crash will be back on later on. We all know that.
Shut up, Zach. I don't know yet.
That's a lie. You'll be up to about 6 o'clock in the morning again.
Shut up. But I'm going to end this one, guys. So thanks for joining us. Have fun. I'm sure I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
All right. Take
We'll
care.
see you, buddy.
Good night.
Yep.